Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's a little late, and it's about 10:45 or so. But I wanted to get another video in today so I can show you another version of how to decorate with mesh. And in the previous video, I showed you I didn't do any talking. I just kind of did a voiceover. But this time I wanted to actually let you see me talk as we do it, because we're dealing with a smaller wreath. And again, you know, our desire is to teach you how to do stuff and that have the champagne look with you know, very little money, or what we used to call used to say champagne tastes with beer money. Now we're saying champagne tastes with Kool-Aid money. This is what my channel is about. So actually what I've done here, I want to show y'all this wreath real quick. And I've got this thing on, you guys. I'll try to be modest, so I don't want, it's kind of late and it's warm in this room, and I just didn't want to, you know, show too much. But anyway, this is, I've actually put this wreath together. This was two small wreaths from the dollar store, Dollar Tree. And what I actually did was wire them together. I don't have the bigger size, but I do have a smaller size. Excuse me, let's step out of here. And it's the little bitty ones that you can get, and you can get these for $1. So you can get two of these for $2, or you can just do a smaller wreath. Everybody's door doesn't want a really large wreath on it, so based on where you live or in an apartment or whatever. So, but anyway, I put two together because I like the double thickness, the double look. So I'm gonna mesh this for you, and I tried to kind of create something where making it easier for me. Doing it on the table was a little bit of a challenge for me because I was bending over and having to do it. I like to have it standing where I can actually talk to you and do it. That's why I didn't talk before. Anyway, you may be able to see the one that I did in the first video that's going to probably air before this one does. I still could use some puffing up, or some sprucing, some fluffing. But again, if you can see how large this wreath is, and this is the product on this wreath is probably at least 4 or 5 years old and just been reused every year for 3 or 4 years. So I wanted to, that's what's important, so that you guys can understand that you can recycle this. And I'm going to teach you this. That's the most important thing about these videos, and these so subscribe, and so we're gonna have a bunch of fun. Subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna teach you a lot of little things that's gonna save you money and save you may cost you a little elbow grease, a little time, but it'll save you a whole lot of money. And in the times in which we're living, every dollar is counting around here, doing this corona stuff. So anyway, I'm going to show you the video with the wreath, do the wreath. It's going to be smaller, so it won't be as large as this one, but I'm going to show you how you can do it real inexpensively, and I'm going to also show you how you can recycle it and use it year after year after year. You guys, I'm going to show you this mesh right quick. This mesh is, it's been cut, but because I've had to use it for different things, you know, I've had this mesh probably 10 years, and what I do, once I finish with it, and I take it off the tree or a wreath or whatever I've used it for, or a mantle or whatever, I roll it back up. And I think there's a video that I did when I first started trying to do YouTube, and I was showing people how to do that. And I think we've taken that down as old. And so I thought, well, let's just start fresh. And so I'm going to teach you how to. Matter of fact, I'm gonna mesh this up, and show you how to put your own ribbon on it. Fresh ribbon on it, and then I'm going to take it down, and if I can find a roller in here, I'm going to roll it back on and show you how to preserve this. This is a part of with Kool-Aid money, because once you invest in these, in this mesh, a lot of times people buy it and then they didn't know how to use it, and then it's just in their garage or in their store's place somewhere. This is probably the cheapest way that you can decorate. It's cheaper than any other way, you guys. It may not look like it at front, because again, Hobby Lobby was selling this at one point at 50% off for $5 a roll, and this was 10 yards, 21 inches long, I think it's right, and it's 10 yards, and I bought a lot of it back when they first started doing it. They've gone up a little bit on it now because of the demand that was out there for it. But still, even the investment of $7 or $8, which is probably what you can get it for at 50% off now, is still, because you can take this, and I'm going to show you. I'm so ready to show you guys do a whole tree from start to finish, and I put quite a bit of upgraded ornaments on mine, but I want to show you how if you can still go to the dollar store and get ornaments, and I can show you how to put two or three ornaments together so that you can still have the, as I call, the champagne look or champagne decor for just Kool-Aid type money. So, and you don't have to, if you want to go and spend hundreds of dollars for wreaths and so forth and so on, if you're going to do that, I want to show you how to keep it so it doesn't, next year you don't have to go get another wreath or it's smushed. I can tell you how it hurts my heart to see smushed wreaths when because somebody has laid something on top of it, and now it's smushed, because this mesh will conform to whatever you want it to conform to. So if you put something on top of it and smash it, it's gonna go flat, and you basically got to re-roll it back up in order to get the poof again. So that's why I keep mine rolled. I roll it up every time after I take my tree down or take down whatever it is I've used it for. Roll it back up, and I can use it again next year. In the next year. And this is how I've managed to not spend a whole lot on, well, kind of not spend a whole lot on mesh, because I'm always wanting to do other stuff. But at any rate, this is how you save money. Because if you're trying to put an ornament on lots of ornaments on a 9-foot or 7-foot, 6-foot tree, even to get it to look like you want it to look, you guys, that can be costly. So anyway, I'm going to start this, and basically, like I showed you before, refer back to that other video as it relates to, you take off all the 4 corners, and then you pull them all together, and then you gather it, and that's how you come up with your little poof. That's what I call it, a little poof. I'm not sure that this little homemade stand is going to work, because I took some PVC pipe and tried to make this little homemade stand, because I'm kind of heavy-handed, and I put quite a bit of pressure on this thing sometimes when I'm trying to get it to do what I want it to do. That's one of the tricks to the mesh. Make it do what you want it to do. Make sure that you know it, let it know that you're in charge. So I'm not sure this is going to work out, because it is really moving, but so I'm going to have to be a little bit more gentle, because I can usually do a wreath like this and mesh it up and probably put the ribbon on probably in about within 5 minutes or so. So, I usually do the back of a chair, and I sold the chairs to actually gave the chairs to my sister. So what I usually use as a stand to help me prop it up while I work, I'm giving it away. So anyway, I'm going to work this, and as you can see, it was not hard, I promise you guys, once you get used to it. So please don't let it intimidate you. You can really have a really, I always know when Christmas winter comes time, I used to start decorating my stuff around about October. I know. But a lot of times I'm doing other people's homes. I've gone to Memphis and done trees and homes, and I've done the churches, and my church is located in Memphis. Several years I did the church, and pastor in Memphis, and I've done the church in Little Rock, Full Council. If anybody's familiar with Full Council, Little Rock, North Little Rock actually, I've done big trees there. If you've ever gone there, and just people in the Conway and Driver Conway, and did a lady who was, I think she was one of the, I don't know, I don't tell, whatever, but Conway, and just places, around that I've done. So I start doing this early for my house so that I won't be wore out when it, from doing other people's homes and not want to do my own. So kind of jump starts I don't decorate following, so kind of jump starts my holiday. So late October, I usually will have my tree and mantle and staircase. If I do that year, I've already done. I went last year. I decorated the break room for the food bank. I volunteer there quite a bit, the food bank in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I do quite a bit of volunteering with helping them with distributing food in the counties. I think they service 33 counties. So at any rate, I decorated the break room last year for Christmas to give, bring a little additional Christmas spirit there. I think that was last year. Yeah, I think that's right, yeah. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do anything like that this year because of Corona. But I wanted to show you guys, again, if this, I would be done by now if it weren't for this PVC pipe, but stand, this homemade stand is giving me the blues. But at any rate, you guys, I want to keep going because I want to show you as many times as I can teach you how to do the mesh. I want to show you because I want you to learn it. I want you to, if you choose not to do it and want to buy it, that's fine. I don't want you not to have it because you can't do it. I wanted you not to have it because you choose not to go with this. You'd rather pay for somebody to do it. That's fine. But I don't want you to have to pay somebody extra money for it because you couldn't do it. And that's what's important to me. So anyway, again, I've gotten it to I tell you, this thing right here. Let me put my foot on it. Maybe that'll help or something. Help it a little bit to stay on here. It's just moving as I move. It ain't giving me any. It's not giving me any resistance, which is what I kind of want a little bit of. Okay. But anyway, it's I'm looking forward to the holidays already because although I'm not sure how it's going to pan out with the Corona situation we got going on, we still may not be able to see family members, but I really haven't seen seen my family, and we usually get together for all the holidays, and so we've missed Easter, we've missed Memorial Day, we've missed the 4th of July. So all of these holidays, and I'm sure some of you guys are having some of the same challenges that I am, but it's more important that we, try to keep people safe than it is for us to sit down and eat together and talk about whatever's going on in the world that we don't particularly like, because we usually are talking about something we don't like, not with stuff we do like. So anyway. Okay, this is all that's on this little roll of mesh, and that's fine. I didn't know how much was on here, but I wanted to show you that this is probably at least less than half of what's standardly on this roll. I'm sure I've used it for a different wreath or something, but anyway, it doesn't have to be a perfect thing, because it's okay for me, because one of my favorite things to do is to do ribbon. Ribbon is the key to me. Mesh helps you, cut down on your costs. You can cover up a lot. Never throw a Christmas tree away. I don't care how, unless it's a live tree. I don't care how ugly that Christmas tree or how they did to get this right here will bring it back to life. It will. I have had some of the ugliest trees. I wish I could find some ugly trees and show you guys. Mesh wool, it is the perfect concealer, as they say. This is the perfect concealer. conceal. Okay, y'all, here's some more mesh. This is ribbon mesh. I want to show y'all this price because this price is kind of like out there. I did not pay that for you. I paid $3 for this, but I wanted to show you the price of that. You can see that. But look how much they give you. It gives you, let me take the thing off of it. I'm going to take the thing off of here. How much you get, though? You get a lot of mesh, and I've already rolled some of it out. It looks like it's in pieces. But anyway, it's that extra piece. But you get a lot. But this was the price that I thought, is how much? When I saw this price. But then I went back to the place where I got it from. And I'll tell you a lot about the stores where I go to that are here locally. And I'll even list some of the stores that you can go online. One of my favorite stores online is Craft Outlet. So if you know about Craft Outlet, if you haven't, check out craftoutlet.com. And they sell mesh, and they sell the different ribbons, and they sell mesh ribbon and all kind of neat little things out there. As a matter of fact, I was out there the other day, looking online the other day, and I'm seeing that, wow, they've even expanded some of the stuff that they sell. But anyway, I thought this whole $24.99 price was a little aggressive. But, you know, I don't tell people what to put on their stuff when I want about telling me what to put on mine. But when I went back for it, they had it at 80% off, 75, 80% off, something like that. I think I ended up paying $3 for it. So, well, it was $3. I don't know what percentage it was off, but I paid $3 for this. So I was pretty excited. It's like, wow, that's quite a bit for $3. So, anyway, you have to shop out of season with some of this stuff, and then you have to again recycle it, and then you want to kind of build on your colors. So if you always stick with the basic, red is always a good basic color, red and green. Most of the people want to use the mint green, or the lime green, whatever you want to call it. But and then just tuck this in. This will do whatever you tell it to do. I'm staying my foot on this PVC pipe so it won't come over y'all. But and then I just kind of weave it through and in and out of this thing until I'm happy with what I have. Can y'all see that? I hope y'all can see that. But anyway, and that'll give it some poof. But again, I want you guys to, if you don't decorate, or if you hire somebody to kind of put your Christmas tree up, I know some people just don't have the time to do it, and that's fine. I want it to be for that reason. I don't want to be that you're intimidated by it, or don't think you can do it, or get frustrated and give up. You can watch this video as many times as you need to learn. If you have any questions, and I didn't ask y'all this last time, but if you have any questions, leave me a comment below. At first, I wasn't getting any seeing comments on because they had them blocked or something. But it looks like they had tried to undo that, and so people are. I'm able to see a little few comments and stuff now. But if you have any comments or suggestions, something that you'd like to see me try to do, I don't claim to be able to do everything. I'm gonna keep it real with you, but if I don't know how to do it, I'm gonna sure try to find out how to do it, or at least find you a YouTube video where you can get it done, or what have you. Or I'll play with it, and if I don't ever figure it out, then I'll be like, girl, I didn't figure that out. But still, if you like to see something that's probably not already out there on YouTube, I don't like to try to duplicate nothing that people have already tried to show you and create. I mean, what's the point in that? Or watch their YouTube video, you know. But it don't cost you anything, so go watch their video. But so I don't want to duplicate anything somebody else is trying to do, unless it's to enhance it. I did those water gels, because I thought, well, yes, you're showing us how to do it, but, and I've been doing it for years, however, it looks like you get a lot when they're showing you on that, but when you get those little packages, they are really small. I wish I could show y'all a package of those beads. They are small, and you don't get very much in them. And so I thought, okay, why would I continue to buy these little bitty packages when I saw the the container that had, you know, had it in. I said, nah, but it only came in clear. I said, oh, okay. I said, now I got to figure out how to do this. So, and that's how I figured it out how to do it. I had seen something regarding color, how you dye. You can dye something with colors. I wonder if that'll work with those gels. So, surely enough, I tried it. And it worked. If somebody had done it before me, I didn't see it, so I think something about dye paper or something. I saw something they were doing, trying to make something, and they were dyeing the tissue paper or something like that. I thought, okay, I wonder if that'll work with those gels, and it did. And I've been doing it ever since. Me and this PVC pipe gonna have a fight, and it looks like we are fighting. I think I'm losing, but at any rate, I did want to, and I'm just weaving, and I talk and work. I love it. It's kind of therapeutic for me, and that's a good thing too, for people. You know, if you find something like this that you may like doing, even if you mess it up a few times, who gonna know? Take it down and redo it. I mean, nobody's gonna know but you. And learn how to teach yourself. That's how I had to learn it. I saw it and I wanted it. I saw it somewhere at a store, one of the stores that I shop at, one of my favorite stores. Six of Blooms. They do flowers and they do weddings and things like that. This is 3 years ago. I think they've changed owners. They may have changed owners since when I first started going to that store. And because they've changed locations several times. But anyway, I started going to that store. I saw them. I thought, my goodness, how did they do that? How did they do that? And I went to a different store. It was called Bazaaz. And I think it's gone out of business now. But I think the owner is at a different location. And I went to the store one time because I was determined to learn how to do it. I just kept playing with it, and I watched her. I just watched her. And she didn't mind you watching her while she made stuff. And I thought, okay. I just watched her and saw how she would grab the mesh and kind of take charge of it and do what she did. And I thought, okay. And I'd go home and practice. And I practiced until I got it. And when I got it, I had it. And then I created my own little, you know, what worked for me. You know, because some people, when they mess around. I mesh up and down when I do trees. And that just works for me. And so, you know, everybody has a different style. And you'll develop your own style. You may like just cutting yours. I don't like to cut mine if I don't have to. Because, again, I'm going to recycle it. You may like, you know, cutting yours off and just recycle different pieces. That's fine. You can still recycle pieces. I'm going to show you how to do all of it. So, anyway, while I've been yakking, excuse me, I don't have corona, y'all. You know, every time you cough around here, just got a little sinus stuff and moisture in the air. But every time you cough around here, people be looking at you like you got corona. I don't have it. Thank you, Lord. But anyway, I'm not sure how long this video is going to be, but here it is. I'm going to take it off of here because, see, I can do this into this thing. So it'll be looking like this one. And we don't want that for this particular video. We don't want that. But I'm gonna leave the thing attached to it. But I want to show you because I'm taking it back down, you guys. But you see how just you can make this, and then you can add whatever you want on it. I mean, you could hot glue. I don't use a hot glue. I use a wire because I'm gonna recycle it. But if that's not your thing and you don't want to fool with that, that's fine. You can hot glue, use some bows on here, or hot glue, use some balls. I said bows, and I mean balls. Some balls, a sign across the front of it. Just get you some floral sticks and stick them all in here. If I had some, I'd show you guys. I have some. If I had some, look around this thing. Look at this. Talking about if I had some. I got sticks everywhere. I'm gonna show you. This is my workroom, yeah. trying not to let y'all see the floor because it may scare you. But anyway, I got sticks everywhere, but the small ones are packed. So, but anyway, even just putting the mesh on there, and if you put some lights on it, you always need to put your lights in first before you put any mesh on it, because it's, you know, the lights are going to be too heavy and it's going to smush it. But even still, and just put that in, and just get a bowl and stick it in the middle, or stick it at the top, or stick it at the bottom, or put it off to the side. I do all kind of little things. I'm going to show you this one that I did, and it's kind of a little bit off. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to come out of this camera and the blue one. And then this little bitty thing. That's, I don't know if I can move this camera, y'all. I am not proficient in this, so please forgive me if it falls or do something crazy. I want to show y'all that one with the little bow at the bottom. So anyway, there are all kind of things that you can do to make it work for you. See, I'll be putting mesh on here all the time, but I'm gonna take this off. I wish I had this video. I had time. I don't like a long video. 12-15 minutes is usually what the max I want. Because after a while, your attention span kind of like, who wants to sit and listen to you all day? And I recognize it because I watch enough videos, YouTube videos. Right now I'm learning how to I renewed my notary license. So I am going to go back and do some of that because of what's going on in the market. And so I'm like, okay, I've been out of this business since 2005. Oh, that's a long time. I'm dating myself on a. But I thought, okay, I need to. So I got my license renewed, took the exam and all of that. Done all the. I'm waiting on a stamp and all that kind of stuff. I've done all that other stuff. I'm like, Lord, I'm gonna need a book because I don't know all the things. The rules have changed so much in the mortgage industry. So anyway. So I'm going to be doing that part-time, just to kind of keep myself busy, keep my mind sharp while we're having the corona thing, and you can't, the weddings, all the weddings have been postponed. I've only got one so far for the year, and so far it's still hanging on. We haven't canceled, it hasn't been canceled yet, but I'll tell you, this year has given me a lot of challenges in terms of seating and how many people, and that's okay. I'd rather do that than people not be safe. So whatever it takes to keep people safe, I'm willing to do it. So anyway, I'm taking this back off now that I put it on, because I want you to see it takes a little time, but the little time that you use to do this is well worth it when it comes to saving money. If you can save $10 to $15, more than that really if you recycle everything, because you know how you do. You recycle your Christmas balls, and you put all that stuff out. You put those things in totes. You put all that stuff like that, and you're saving. Well, you can do the same thing with the mesh. Just like you save your balls and your ribbon and your decorations and your tree, save your mesh too. And roll it back up, and I'm going to try to, and it's not hard. Most people just don't know. I didn't see any videos. I saw these videos of people showing people how to make things and cut the ribbon and measure it and all of it, and that's just super. But I said, my goodness, you guys, but people think that once they cut it out, then they use it, it's done. That's not true. Well, in this particular case, you can just roll it back up, because it's already got the little thing. This is what you need. You need the roller in the middle. And what you would do is, and I had one in here. I'm gonna have to do another video. Next time I'm gonna do a mesh video, I'm gonna have the roller in here, because this one's too long. Video's too long. I gotta cut this one, cut you guys short. But what you need is the roller. Never throw the middle roller away once you've used the mesh. here's a roll of mesh. And there's a roller right in here. You can see it. You see this roller? Never throw that away. Because once you've used this, what I tell people, and I could just tell you, really, it's once you roll it all of it. When you get this all rolled up, this is stapled at the end. Some of them are taped, but most of them are stapled. Okay, you get rid of the staples and throw that stuff in the trash. But you keep the roll. And what you do is once you take your tree down and take the mesh off, or your tree or your wreath, whatever you, or your man or whatever you're doing, take the ends of this mesh. You take these ends, tape it to this right here. Tape it in because it makes it easier for you. If you don't have somebody that can hold one end, and then you just roll it as tight. Don't do it loose. Do it as tight. Just take your time and do it real tight. And it will roll back on, and it will form itself, and it will be just like a new roll if you do it right. And again, I want to give you an example. I'm going to show you this. That's the key. Is to keep this little tube thing that comes with the mesh, and tape your mesh to it, and just roll it right back on there, just like you rolled it off. And I usually kind of put a little rubber band around it, so we'll put some more tape at the end and tape it to it so that it stay put. And just pack it away just like you pack away the ribbon, the ornaments, the tree, and anything else. Put it away. And try to keep it where it stays and around. And it'll work for you year after year after year after year after year. Another thing you all need to do is, if you're going to do for the your doors, try to do it on the inside doors, because sunlight will fade. It will fade this. So if you put it in the elements, you got to expect what to change. If you do it inside, it'll never change. It'll always look just as fresh as it was the first day you did it. And the colors will stay intact and everything. But now if you put it on your outside door, and that's okay if you want to do that. Don't invest in a lot in money in it if you're going to do that. It is going to fade. I've had so many to fade. And I thought, oh, okay. But I covered it up with something else, so I still recycled it. So anyway, it will fade if you put it on the outside. The rain, the sun's going to tear it up. It's going to just turn a whole different color with the sun. It's going to get dull looking too. So just be conscious of that. So anyway, those are just little tips that I wanted to share with you. I make a whole lot of noise when I decorate. And that's okay. But I think it's important to let you know, if you enjoy doing this, this will help you enjoy it more, because you think you won't feel guilty about the money that you may be spending when you're doing it. So, because I used to always say, I didn't pay that. You know, you see the $30 price, and I bring this stuff home, and my husband be looking at like, okay, I said, I did not pay that for that. You know, I have to kind of explain that. But anyway, I think that's all I got. I have how, again, this is design, champagne decor, Kool-Aid money. How you can take, I think you can buy wreaths in the store. Walmart can give you some for a decent price, but most of the time, they're gonna run you $5 or $6. Well, and some of those other ones were a little even more expensive. But here's, you can make yourself, or you can just use the small one that you get at the dollar store for $1. This is $2. This is $1. The wreath behind this one in the first video that I showed you with the wreath, this one right here, the wreath was $7. I think the wreath cost $7. But again, I buy those too. I wait till after the holidays when Hobby Lobby had them like 90% off, and I was able to get, you know, some even cheaper than that. But on the average, when I go to the store and get one, I think I usually spend about $7 for one, if I need to make one for somebody else or something. But so it's usually about $7, which still is not a bad price, because you're going to keep it year after year after year. And if you're going to produce this kind of result on your door, the $7 investment is not that bad. But if you have any questions about anything, or some want to ask me any questions, please don't hesitate to leave me a comment down below. I'm happy to assist and ask any questions that there may be, that you may have for me. Whatever I know, if I can share, I'll be glad. I don't have any problem sharing with you, because I love doing this, and I want to help people who want to love doing it or would love it if they knew how, help them to achieve that. So this way you can watch this video as many times as you want. You can leave me some comments, and if I see them, I'll try to answer them and share with you the knowledge that I have. So anyway, it's probably pretty late, and my family is in the bed, and I'm in my little storage room doing this. I guess it's time for me to sign off, you guys. And again, don't forget to subscribe, support my channel, so that you know, this can grow and more people can view it, and so it'll be a blessing to me, so that I continue to bring more videos and be a blessing to you. So have a good night. Goodbye.